Sure, I don't know if there is any dirt on me, but hey.
Okay, now, so December, around the 1st of December, you found out you were getting surgery, which is big enough news for anybody. I mean, any kind of surgery, but when the doctor throws out brain surgery, it's just got to be scary as crap. And at the same time, about a week before your actual surgery, your husband filed for divorce.
Yes, I knew about the surgery in the end of November.
Okay.
And, he made his choice to do what he had to do. Mm-hmm. And I'll have to admit, at the time it was hard not to make judgments on that. But people make their choices.
Sure.
And that's my thoughts on that. It was hard, though. I mean, you're like, bam, and then surgery is already hard enough, and then you have that happening, and it's like 2 major things happening at one time is hard to deal with. Sure. And after my surgery, I woke up and forgot what I was going through. Mm-hmm. I didn't, his parents are amazing. They really are. They were there when I woke up from surgery, and I couldn't understand why he wasn't there, because usually, you would think the opposite. Mm-hmm. Why isn't his parents watching our kids? Why isn't he here? But I was scared to ask a question because I felt like a part of me knew, but I wasn't sure. And when a week or 2 later, after I was staying at their home, I looked through text messages, emails, and I remembered what, our relationship is like now. And it was a hard thing to swallow. You wake up from brain surgery and you're...
Yeah, it's almost like you had to hear the news twice.
Yes, it was really weird. Like, I have no idea how to explain it. When people were like, "You didn't remember?" I was like, "No, I didn't remember." And it was a lot to take in all at once. But I mean, his parents didn't have to help me, and they did. And I'm just blessed that the in-laws I had were amazing, and
Sure.
They've just really been pleasant like this entire time. I mean, they've been great.
Now, the divorce, was that something that just when he first filed for a divorce, was that something that just totally just out of the blue, or was it something that you sort of knew was coming?
For me, it was out of the blue. Probably not on him, but for me, it was completely out of the blue. I didn't understand, what's going on. Mm-hmm. But I mean, it was completely out of the blue. I didn't understand why are we going through a divorce right now? Mm-hmm. But I mean, I understand now from his point of view. I mean, I don't personally understand it, but I guess I could get where he's coming from.
Sure. It's for me, being on the outside looking in, it just breaks my heart, because I mean, you seem like such a strong, optimistic, beautiful person, and you've been given this news that you have to go through this traumatic surgery, and then on top of that, the guy that you're married to, the father of your children, decides to leave you, and it just breaks my heart to hear that. But the inspiring thing that's coming out of all this is just your attitude. Yeah. That's amazing. Now, you're about to feel really good, because Brooke from Oklahoma is in the chat. She says, "Christen is one of the strongest people I know, and I love that she's being brave and sharing her story with so many others. She's been a part of my life for many years, and I love her and her beautiful personality."
Oh, that was sweet.
And, she's going to make me cry. I love
her. We have Adele in the chat. I'm assuming it's the singer, Adele.
No.
Totally.
She's even more awesome than the singer.
Oh, I got you. Christen is an amazing person and so strong. Such a good example of how people should be always. Love this girl. So you've got a great support group.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
I have them from all over, and people have complimented me many times over. People that don't even know me have said, "You have such amazing friends." And I'm like, I do. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I don't think I could ever live without these people. And I mean, I don't just have one group. I have one group all over the U.S. And I even have one out of the country. Yeah. And she moved to Italy. I hope it's Italy, because I forgot which part. And she's amazing, and she's supporting me from abroad. And
that's really cool.
So, okay, we push all this old news to the side, because that's what it is now. It's old news.
Very true.
The surgery, the divorce, it's in the past now. So with that mindset, what's in the future for you? Like, what are your plans? What are your hopes, your aspirations?
Taking over the world.
Yeah, stuff like that.
I mean, I could take over the world, but hey, I have a lot of goals, and I'm trying to make them happen. Like for all these years, I've been trying to finish school, but I've had to have a medical release and all that. But my degree is in marketing and journalism.
I saw that, and I saw, it seems like I saw mass comm somewhere, too. I was like, oh, she might try to take over my show. Maybe I shouldn't have Christen on.
But I really just love people, and I love writing. Writing is my heart, and, some people laugh at me with this, but I really want to write a book.
Well,
I want to write a book, and I want to write a lot of them, and I enjoy writing.
What kind of stuff do you write?
Well, my first book I would like to write about, like, I even have part of it together. I don't know if anyone's ever going to look at it, but it's really about taking struggles. Just taking struggles. It doesn't have to be like what I'm going through per se, but any struggle, because everyone goes through their own struggle, and finding the positive from it. Because no matter what, there's a positive in every problem. Mm-hmm. And I would love to write an inspiring book on that. And really, just a book, my friends out there are going to laugh because they know what I'm about to say. My life, really, because I've had an incredibly entertaining life. And I would just like to make a book about it.
Mm-hmm. I would read the book.
But my goal is really just to help people.
Mm-hmm. Now, do you write daily, or is this something that you've just sort of put on the back burner for a while, or do you even have time to do it now?
I write down details of what happens daily. It's kind of journaling, but really it's just detailing what's going on each day, just so I'll remember. So whenever I have time to sit down to really write a book, to really even hand it to a publisher, that I'll have it. So I'll remember all the details of the events that have gone on. Mm-hmm.
We have a blog on the website, so if you ever want to contribute to that, I would be totally open for it.
That would be so cool.
Yeah, I think so too. So, and that's just food for thought. Now we've got Ginger in the chat. She says, Christen is awesome and quite possibly one of the bravest people that I know. I'm so proud of you. Love you. And that's from Ginger.
From Ginger.
So there you go. So people just love you today. I wish I had that many people that like me.
I know, me too.
I'm jealous now.
Me too. Christen.
I will share. I'm sure they would love to meet you. So I will share. Well, I'll share my friends.
I have something I want to offer you if you're open. We've got on June the 11th, the 12th, and the 13th, we're going to be in Nashville at BB King's, and we're going to be doing live interviews for those 3 days. I would, if you can, if you're free on the 13th, I would love to invite you out to BB King's that day. And you can get there anytime you want and just kind of hang out and meet some of the people that we interview. But we're having a dinner around 7-ish at BB King's, and we're going to invite a lot of the acts that we've had back to have dinner with us. And I would like to invite you.
Wow, that's amazing. I can't deny that offer.
But hey, it's free food.
Exactly. You can't ever deny free food.
Exactly.
And I would love to meet you. You seem like a really fun person.
I think so too.
I enjoy talking with you on Twitter and even on this interview, so I'm sure real life would be even better.
But you can bring one of these great friends you have with you too if you want.
Well, they heard that they heard the dates. So
there you
they're
go.
Definitely invited.
So maybe one of them that's free that day will say, hey, I'll go with you. But there's just a ton of stuff to do. I mean, if you get bored hanging out listening to the interview, you shouldn't, though, because, I mean, they're going to be fun interviews, plus they're going to perform for us live, so it's like your own little private concert.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so it's just a lot of fun.
Legit.
Plus we get to eat.
Yeah.
So I'm all about that. It should be fun.
It sounds like Jess is all about that too.
But it's going to be a lot of people. I mean, we've got all kinds of free food. But now we'll get some T-shirts for you and some other stuff too that we're going to have. So it should be a lot of fun. But everybody's about the free food.
Mm-hmm. And Jess says yes, do it, blog away.
But yeah, that's something to think about because I would love to have your perspective on a blog, just from time to time, just whenever you want to do it. It'd be fun. So would you take back anything that's happened in your life? Would you go back in time and change anything, or are you happy with the way things have turned out?
That's a tough question, but I don't think you should ever go back and change something because your path is already written from you.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe I probably wouldn't have learned the things I know now if I ever changed anything. So I think it's meant to be how things are. I mean, I know that sounds horrible, but I think, I mean, I'm happy with the way things are. I mean, it sounds really weird to say that, but I'm on the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think I would be as strong as I am now. And I wouldn't have the people I have in my life now if I ever changed anything.
Isn't that the truth? I mean, it's like it's pain and suffering. It teaches us to really live, because I guess it's just human nature to take things for granted unless we feel like at some point we're going to lose it. Mm-hmm. Which is, I guess, in a way, it's sad, but I think we're just so stubborn that we have to go through these things. I guess. And I've never had epilepsy, and I've never had seizures, anything to that magnitude. And I wouldn't want to have those things. Mm-hmm. But it seems to me like you're just such a wonderful person. And maybe it's because of that. Maybe it's not. I have no idea. I didn't know you before. But I mean, I like calling myself your friend.
Yeah, and I mean, you're a warrior. Like, your positive attitude inspires me to be more positive, and like, because every little day things just frustrate me, and like to see your positive attitude and all that you're going through is really inspiring to me.
Yeah, I wonder if she's bawling yet.
Not yet, but I'm speechless. But thank you.
Matt says that he loves you, cuz, and then. Thank you for letting her share her story. Remember, Christen, you can never go back. You can only go forward. Love you, friends. So, I mean, just positive stuff coming from the chat. Now, we've got to take another quick break. When we come back, I've got some super-duper tough questions for Christen.
Oh, snap.
So, it's going to get crazy. It's going to get crazy up in here.
Up in here.
Oh, now, we've got one person over in the Spreaker chat that I didn't want to miss. I just noticed this over there. But Rachel Sparkman, she says, "You're so strong." And then she says, "Christen, so strong and great mom and amazing." So that's from Rachel, in case you didn't see that. But it's good stuff. Mm-hmm. It's really good stuff. I'm excited. Okay, so when we come back, we're going to have some really tough questions.
The deep stuff.
The deep
stuff. No.
The stuff that everybody has been waiting for. Because I've talked to some of your friends, and I've got some real dirt. I'm kidding. I don't.
You're such a liar. Liar, pants on fire.
We'll be back in just a sec.
The Top, broadcasting worldwide on iHeartRadio and Spreaker.com.
Congratulations, Mr. 6 Months.
Can you believe it's been that long? I would sit here and tell everybody that it's been really hard, but honest to goodness, it hasn't.
How many times did you try to quit smoking before?
Totally lost count. Probably 10, 15 times. I smoked for over 20 years.
So how'd you do it? Did you force yourself to listen to Kenny G over and over, all while you were sticking a lit cigarette between your toes?
No, I didn't do that. Actually, I did that the time before. Seriously, I've been going to a place called Nova Vapors.
Oh yeah, on Riverside Drive beside Hooters.
That's the one. The staff is so freaking helpful. The flavors, they're outstanding. And I've tried flavors from other places, not going to name any names, but Nova Vapors, the best, by far.
Well, I'm going to speak for Abby and myself. We like it that you don't smell like cigarette smoke anymore.
Yeah, I know. Now everything smells like cotton candy or Swedish fish. Those are two of my favorite flavors. I would recommend Nova Vapors to anybody. Just stop by and try the flavors. It doesn't cost you a dime. I guarantee you're going to love it, and it might save your life. I get Dollar Shave Club blades delivered, so I always have a shave with a fresh blade. Does that make me a genius? Yes, it does. I use the 4X, aka the Lover's Blade. Just go to thechristoppprogram.com and click on the Dollar Shave Club link, and you will never spend a fortune on shaving again. You might look at it as a great close shave experience, but I look at it as one step closer to being awesome. All right, so I'm sure everybody tuned in for the really tough questions. I mean, this could be crazy. I don't know. Christen, are you sitting down?
Yes, I am.
Okay, that's good. That's good. You need to be sitting down. Brooke says Adele is right. Free food for the friends. So